Sometimes, games can be re-released more than once over the course of their lifetime. These usually consist of greatest hits, or player's choice, style re-releases, where the package just says, best-selling game, or something like that. But occasionally, a game will contain significant changes in the re-release. Today, we will be looking at Wave Race 64, a Nintendo 64 launch game. It's a jet ski racing game where you're battling against realistic water physics, weaving through the buoys, and trying to come in first on a variety of tracks. It's one of my favorite games, and I was surprised to learn about the differences between the American and two Japanese versions of the game. And yes, I said two Japanese releases, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's compare the original Japanese and American versions first. When you boot up the game, they both look and sound exactly the same, until you see the title, that is, where you hear two different voice samples. The Japanese version is the in-game announcer,
Wave Race!
while the American version uses a different one.
Wave Race!
Other changes that are present in the Japanese version include a Fanta advertisement replaced with an N64 logo in the American version, and the Japanese voice actor telling you which track you're about to race on.
Welcome to Sunny Beach.
Welcome to Sunset Bay.
Welcome to Sunset Bay.
あなたのマシンを選んでください。
Select your watercraft, please.
Now that we've covered that, we can go on to the enhanced N64 version of the game, which was titled Wave Race 64 Shindu Edition, or Wave Race 64 Rumble Pak Edition, which was only released in Japan and later converted to the IQ system in China. This version not only featured Rumble Pak support, but it featured some other key changes as well. These enhancements included making the in-game announcer sound better with his inflection,
Nice! Maximum power! Wow! You left everybody behind!
the addition of ghosts to the time trial mode, where your ghost is represented by a dolphin, which is actually really quite clever, and the biggest change is that there's two remixed music tracks. The first changed music track is for Sunny Beach, the first level of the game when racing in the Grand Prix. Here's the original version of the song. Now listen to the remixed version. Personally, I like the original version better because it depicts the tranquil sort of feeling you get at the beginning of the Grand Prix. It's an overall better fit for the track. I'm not saying that the revised version is a bad song, it just doesn't really fit the track in my opinion. But I'd like to know, which one do you like better? The second song is for Southern Island, the last track in the game when racing a Grand Prix. Here's the original version of the song. Now take a listen to the remixed version. The remixed version is basically moved up one key, but it makes a huge difference. I actually prefer this version of the song because it's just more lively than the original. The final chorus has huge waves, and the remix definitely gets the feeling of the chorus correct, better than the original song, I feel. Which one of these do you like better? Do you think we got the inferior version of the game? Well, while I know we did get an earlier version of the game, the enhancements made to the Rumble Pak edition just aren't enough to complain about. Sure, there's a ghost mode, Rumble Pak support, and some sound and music changes, but the base game is just amazing. Leave it to Nintendo to never release the enhanced version in America when it came to the Wii Virtual Console in 2008. Nintendo even modified the Kawasaki and Nintendo 64 logos to have Nintendo Wii and Nintendo DS logos, but they couldn't even modify the Rumble Pak edition to have the English audio clips? Come on, Nintendo. If there's one thing that all versions of Wave Race 64 have in common, it's that it plays really well, even by today's standards. The water and waves are absolutely incredible, and I don't think any game has matched them since. If you have a Wii or even a Wii U, download the game right now. You won't regret it, even if it's the original version.
Oh! You did it!
That's it for this episode, but until next time, I'm the Obscure Gamer, making the world of gaming a little bit clearer.
Wave Breaks.